Welcome back, guys. This is THEKINGofWEEBS here, and this is What If Naruto was in Uchiha Part 7. Last time we left off with Naruto finishing his 1 month training with Jiraiya and heading towards the finals. His fight is first, so the finals begin with Naruto versus Neji. Naruto says, "Neji, I will pummel you for what you did to Hinata." And Neji replies by, "Oh really? You dead last? I'll destroy you. I'll show you that destiny doesn't hold anything good for you." And Naruto says, "Then come at me." And then Neji comes out with a flurry of different techniques of taijutsu, and Naruto's dodging all of them except for the last one, which was the 64 palms. And because he actually got confused about Neji's last technique, well, not technique, last combo, and Naruto's like, "Oh god damn it," and he got hit. But the thing is, Neji didn't. Then Naruto, what he had to do is that, "Nah, fam, I'm not having my chocolate points. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good." So what Naruto does is that he actually uses the Susanoo armor on himself, and Shikamaru's like, is he trying to get caught or something? Oh. And Shikamaru's dad's like, "What's he doing? He's gonna get caught, fam." Anyway, Naruto's like, Naruto's like, "You see, destiny doesn't decide someone's fate, you dumbass." I was gonna say something bad, but I'll say dumbass. And then Naruto then blitzes Neji, then punches him in the gut and says, "You see, even if you're a prodigy, it doesn't mean hard work can't beat prodigies." And then Naruto keeps going with a flurry of taijutsu combos, and Neji is actually on the ropes. He's like, "I only have one more technique to use." And then Naruto's like, "Neji, just give up." And just saying, Naruto already has put a contract seal on him. And what Naruto does is says shadow kunai shadow clone. And what he did was, well, Neji's like, "Alright, it's time to use it." And he used the palm rotation, and all the kunais went flying. One even landed next to the third Hokage. He's like, "Whoa, that could have been dangerous." And the Anbo are like, "These two, they should get disqualified for this." And then he reasons that it's fine. If it was going to hit me, I was just going to destroy it. And looks back at the two because he doesn't want them to disqualify two amazing fighters, because everyone's enjoying this fight. Even the people who hate Naruto are enjoying his fight. Naruto's like, "Do you really think that's gonna help?" And everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And he teleports inside the rotation and then punches Neji on the hip, and Neji goes flying through and he's KO'd. And Naruto's like, "You shouldn't have messed with hard work." And then just turns around and walks off. And everyone's stunned. Shikamaru's stunned. Shikaku is stunned. Gaara's stunned because he doesn't even know what happened. He couldn't tell. Shikaku's like, "Hey, wait, hold up. Shikamaru, you never told me he knew this technique." And the the proctor, the finals proctor, the same proctor, the fourth Hokage's guards, those guys who know the flying Raijin, or if they come together. Okay, that sounded kind of wrong, but still, they came together to teleport Mei. They came together. I'm joking. Anyway, yeah, those guys are actually noticed what Naruto did, and they're like, "What the hell? From when did this kid know?" And they knew that Naruto was Shisui's brother, and Shisui was Minato's son, and they knew Shisui knew it, and they probably thought that Shisui taught him. But what the hell? Why would how would a 12-year-old know this? This guy's not like Shisui. Shisui was a prodigy. He's not a prodigy. But remember, Naruto is a prodigy. He just didn't have the resources to become a prodigy. But of course, now that Shisui was there, he kind of had the resources and a OP teacher to teach him for 12 years of his life. Well, mostly 8, because 4 years were just him having fun. Anyway, and Naruto says, "Neji, I hope you change your ways. Destiny doesn't decide someone's fate, and hard work is way better than pure natural talent." And walks off. And then actually comes next to Hinata. He waves at Shikaku and Shikamaru, and Shikamaru's fight was meant to be after Sasuke's, but Sasuke didn't arrive, and so Shikamaru had to fight next. And Naruto just sits next to Hinata and Kiba and says, "Whoa, Hinata, did you like this fight?" And Kiba was like, "Yeah, this fight was amazing. How did you? What was that technique at the beginning where you stopped all that technique Neji used?" And Naruto's like, "Oh, that's a protective technique I learned from Master Jiraiya." And they're like, "Wait, what? Jiraiya taught you?" And yeah, Naruto's like, "Yeah." Anyway, Hinata was really happy that Naruto kept his word, and Naruto's like, "Anyway, Hinata, do you want to train with me after the tuning exams? We can become, I'll train you to become even stronger than what you already are." And Hinata's like, "Yeah, sure." Anyway, Kiba's like, "Can I join too?" And Naruto's like, "Yeah, sure, of course, anyone can join us." And even Shino will join because Naruto's friends with Shino too. Anyway, so Shikamaru goes down since Sasuke's fight was prolonged till last, and so Shikamaru's down there with he's down on Temari. I'm joking. He's down there with Temari, and Temari starts off with a wind attack, and Shikamaru is like, "Whoa, you gotta be careful with that fan. You could kill someone." And Temari is like, "Remember, it's not illegal to kill someone. It's not." Killing someone doesn't disqualify you. And Shikamaru's like, "Then I can kill you, right?" And Blitz is yes, Blitz is Shikamaru has been training a lot with Naruto. Naruto has taught him a lot of ninjutsu and taijutsu and everything. He's not only a close range fight, he's not only a long range fight anymore, but he can fight close and mid range now. And he's actually putting up a real good fight. Temari has to block with her fan because her defense is not the best without her fan. And then Shikamaru is like, "Yeah, now you lose," and does the shadow possession jutsu and makes her drop the fan, and makes her put her hands in the air and says, "Alright, you say you give up or I'll have to stab your arm." And Tamara is like, "Alright, I'll give up." And Shikamaru actually won here because Naruto and Shikamaru are trying to both become Chunin, same as Sasuke, and then all the other fights happened similarly. And then Shino wins. Well, Shino gets an easy win because the guy actually got killed by Gaara anyway. Next is Sasuke versus Gaara. Sasuke was given 2 more minutes, and then he was about to get disqualified until him and Kakashi appeared in the middle of the stage, and Naruto's like, "You took your damn time!" And Sasuke's like, "Shut up, you loser." And yeah, so remember, Sasuke is more prideful here, if you forgot, and also he has the 3-to-1 Sharingan. In fact, he did awaken the Mongekyo briefly. He actually found out about this in his 1 month training, so he's way stronger. He's actually Jonin level right now, same as same as Naruto. But and just saying, Shikamaru is actually high tier Chunin, low Jonin right now because he is lacking the experience and the character development of nearly losing a team under his command and losing his own life in a mission. So that's where his character development really develops. Well, his character really develops properly, and I love the character development Shikamaru got, especially because everyone in the Sasuke Ritual team all got good character developments, which I loved about it. Anyway, Sasuke and Gaara start the fight. Sasuke begins with a fireball jutsu, which gets blocked easily with Sara's ultimate sand defense, and Sasuke is like, "Is that all you can do? Defend her, Gaara?" And Gaara's like, "You really want to test me, Uchiha?" And Sasuke is like, "Come at me then." And Gaara actually blitzed Sasuke, but Sasuke then poofed away. Once Gaara stabbed him with his sand, it was just a it was just a substitution, and then that's when Sasuke came in with fire style, fire dragon bullet jutsu, dragon jutsu, and he, the technique that Itachi used, and yeah, Sasuke did it with his. I'm pretty sure Sasuke did it too, but anyway, he did that, and Gaara's like, "Again, you think that I'm that weak?" And basically he put up a sand wall, but this time the sand wall actually cracked quite a bit because of the shotgun effect of that technique that Sasuke just used. It's like the technique that Madara used in the war. Yes, Madara did use the fire dragon jutsu as well, and yeah, it's kind of like a shotgun. Yeah. So then Sasuke came in with a flurry of punches, pretty strong ones, but then he had to dodge because Gaara actually decided to send his son around the wall and try to crush Sasuke with spikes on it, and Sasuke had to dodge backwards and then threw a kunai engulfed with fire. Yes, Sasuke knows how to put chakra on his weapons, and even nature's chakra releases, so he put fire on it, and he actually cracked the wall now, because the wall sorry guys, the wall was already weakened. And then Gaara's like, you really think I'm that weak? And literally puts his hand on the floor, and out of the ground, sand spikes appear everywhere, and Sasuke now is up in the air, and he needs to find an opening. So what he does is says fire style, great fireball, to actually make an opening so he can stand there, or he's going to get stabbed by the spikes. And Gaara's like, now you've lost, and all the spikes become longer, and they start attacking Sasuke. Sasuke is dodging, and then he's like, I don't want to use it, but I might have to. And he's about to use it until he decides that he found an opening, when Gaara was just laughing and saying, you're going to die. And then Sasuke's like, now it's my chance. And he says fire style, great fireball, and then runs up to the great fireball with his Chidori in his hand. Yes, he does already know how to do the Chidori real fast, just like Kakashi now, and shoves the Chidori into the fire, into the great fireball, and the Chidori absorbs all the fire. So the Chidori is now red, and it's about to hit Gaara, and Gaara does his sand dome, the thing that it's pretty much impenetrable, but then Sasuke was able to penetrate it easily without even a little bit of struggling, and stabbed Gaara's arm or shoulder. And Gaara's like, you messed up, you damn kid, and basically goes into a rampage. And he's already half one tails, and and this is where the attack on the Leaf Village begins, and Gaara is taken by the sand brother, the sound, the sand, no sound, the sand trio, the sound sibling, the sand siblings, not sound, sand siblings, and they take him somewhere far away so he can transform into Shikaku and destroy multiple parts of the village. And then that's when Sasuke decides to follow, and Naruto's like, no, Sasuke, don't. And and then Jirai, so since Naruto's actually immune to Genjutsu, he wasn't actually affected by it. Hinata was actually immune too, but because they're not immune, they're just able to release it. And Hinata was just injured, so Naruto's like, Hinata, you stay here and try to keep and hide while I go after Sasuke. And then Shikamaru actually arrives. Since Shikamaru is not the same Shikamaru as the other one, he still finds everything boring and as a drag, but this time it's his own teammate, it's not someone else's teammate, and it's the actual village in danger. So Shikaku actually comes in and says, okay, you two, you have to go after Sasuke. You have to stop him from fighting Gaara. Gaara is transforming into the One-Tailed. And then Naruto realizes, wait, the Hokage, what? And he realizes that the Hokage is in a barrier, and Naruto's like, oh, I don't know. Alright, okay. There's a chance. Okay, so Naruto makes a shadow clone, and the shadow clone actually teleports into the with the Hokage to the Hokage, since the kunai was still there, and Naruto did realize that. So he's like, alright, let's go Shikamaru. And Shikamaru and Naruto went, but this time when they were followed, what Naruto did is that, alright, Shikamaru, keep going. And Shikamaru's like, wait, what? And Naruto's like, fire style, fire dragon jutsu. It's not the same one as Sasuke's one. It's actually it's like the Kirin, just that Naruto blows it out of his mouth, and it's a fire dragon. It's a massive one because he put a ton of chakra in it, and that didn't really affect his chakra because he's too OP. And he put a ton of chakra in it, and all the chakra actually, the whole dragon engulfed the other ninjas in fire, and they all burned to death. And Naruto, and what happened is that, well, you know, the shadow clone that teleported into the Hokage's thing. It wasn't the normal Naruto. Naruto was in his other state. I completely forgot what Naruto's alter ego's nickname was, but I'm pretty sure it was BK201, a reference to black, darker than black. Yeah, so BK201 was there with his mask on. It was like an army one, just that it was more like the masked man's one, with the Sharingan on the thing. And yeah, because I love that mask, I really want one, but it would just look bad on me anyway. So the third Hokage is like, just who are you? And the Naruto's like, don't worry, third Hokage, I got this. And so Orochimaru's like, it's you again. I'm going to kill both of you. And he starts summoning the third and the first two fourth Hokage, except for the third because he's still there. And the third Hokage is don't allow him to bring out the third coffin. And BK201 is like, alright. And he throws two kunais and says, kunai shadow clone, and stops the third one from coming out. And just saying, Naruto, what he did is that he actually said fire style, great fireball, and done a fireball. And then while that was happening, the third Hokage was ready to attack Orochimaru, but then BK201 stopped him and said, third Hokage, it's me, Naruto. Don't worry, this is my alter ego. It's just, and the Photocars are like, what? And Naruto's like, I just get way cockier in this form. And the Photocars is like, you do you, but just don't die. And Naruto said, so what are you gonna do, Snake? Remember last time? I kinda destroyed you, didn't I? And how are you back? And Orochimaru's like, shut up, you damn kid. And he opens the two coffins, and the first and the second Hokage appear. And Naruto's like, wait, what? And the first Hokage does the wood dragon jutsu, and the second one does the water dragon jutsu. And Naruto's like, holy shit! And what he does is that, nah, I'm not taking this. And he uses his Susanoo, you know, the blue Susanoo, and stops it and says, alright, third, I'll take these two on. You take that snake on. I'm pretty sure you can beat him on your own, right? And the first that, yeah, but are you sure you can take both of the first and second Hokage on together? And then BK201's like, don't worry, I'll destroy them. I'll kill them. I'll send them to hell. I'll kill them even if they're dead. And yes, Naruto is much more cockier here, and he's more like a psycho here. So Naruto starts fighting both of them, and he actually put a seal on both of them, a contract seal, because he was so fast. He's the yellow Flash, just that. It's Naruto. And Naruto shoves the Rasengan in the second one, second Hokage, and then the first Hokage was Hashirama was about to kick Naruto in the head, but then Naruto's like, you really want to fight me? And Naruto says, oh, you really want to kick me? And literally looks at him and says, Shiroyon. And yeah, it's his white flames, and burns the first Hokage. And just saying, those white flames, Naruto added the sealing formula to them. Yes, while he was doing it. Don't ask me how he did that. I'm making him as overpowered as possible. And Naruto says, well, that's one. And now it's your turn. And then burns the second Hokage as well. And they both get sealed away and cremated, basically. And they turn into ash. So, not their bodies, just that the reanimation turns into ash anyway. So, Orochimaru is now stuck with both of these two. And Naruto's like, yeah, so now it's you against us. You're going to die this time for sure. I'll seal you away. And what happens is that Orochimaru lets out his those three gates. I'm not sure what they were called, but it was a summoning, and they actually let out all their techniques got absorbed by it, and Orochimaru then lets them all out again, and Naruto's like, third Hokage, come here. And Naruto pulls the third Hokage into his Susanoo. Yes, because once they did Naruto did the fireball, and the third Hokage did his special 5 chakra nature technique, and it got absorbed. And what Naruto had to do is that he had to hold the third Hokage, catch him, into the, well, pull him, not catch him, pull him into the Susanoo with his arm and says, "We're not going to win this like this." And he actually protects the first Hokage. So Naruto was actually able to save the the third Hokage, not the first, third Hokage, and then Orochimaru, after that, he just disappeared, and Naruto said he escaped, and the barrier got put down, and the third Hokage is like, where's the real you right now? And all the army came in, and they all attacked Naruto, and Naruto's like, "You really think you can beat me?" And lets out his Susanoo and punches all of, well, blows them all away. And Naruto's like, "Don't worry about the real me and Shikamaru, we got this." And he poofs away, and the Ando was so confused on why did he help the third Hokage and what just happened. And the third Hokage is like, the BK21 just hates Orochimaru, and once he saw him, he just wants to kill him. And then they asked, how did he even get into the village? And the first Hokage is the third Hokage. I keep saying first. The third Hokage is that we'll need to change our security, and we need to beef it up. And while that was happening, the village was getting attacked, and Hiruzen's like, "All right, time to summon the Monkey King." And he summons the Monkey King to go stop all the the attack and from the sound. And Jiraiya appeared as well, same as the third Hokage. So keep saying first. So the Monkey King and the third Hokage, Hiruzen, I'll just say Hiruzen, and Jiraiya on top of Gamabunta, and Gamabunta's like, "What's up, Monkey King?" And the Monkey King is like, "Hey bro, what's up? Long time no see, bro." So they socialize, and they kind of stopped the attack, but now it's just the One Tails. And while this was all happening, Naruto actually caught up with Sasuke, and the Shikamaru actually stayed back to fight Temari. And then Naruto came across what's his name, Conqueror, and then Shino came out of nowhere, and Shino's like, "You go ahead, I got this." And Naruto's like, "Thank you, Shino." And what he did is that he actually left the Shadow Clone to see how Shino fights, and if he needs help, he will the Shadow Clone will protect him. Same with the Shikamaru, he left one there. But Naruto knows that Shikamaru is already stronger than the Conqueror, but I mean the Temari, but he doesn't know much about Conqueror's abilities. He might have poison or something. Anyway, Naruto catches up to Sasuke, and then sees that Sasuke is getting pummeled into the tree, just like Sakura. And Naruto's like, "You let him go, or you die." And Gaara's like, "You really think you can beat me?" And Naruto's like, "Gaara, I know how you feel. I've been hated like by the whole village just like you. Gaara, we're similar. We're like brothers. Just let him go. Trust me. I'll be your friend." And Gaara actually tightened the grip on Sasuke. And Naruto's like, "If you don't let him go, I'll have to fight you, Gaara. I don't want to do this." And Gaara's like, "I don't care. I'll kill you. I'll kill everyone." And basically, he lets out the full One Tails, and Naruto sees that Sasuke will die if he's crushed for any longer. And Naruto's like, "I swear to God." And he gets out his little sword, and he makes it into the Susanoo katana, you know, not the big one, like a smaller version, just like in the other part, and slices Shikaku's arm off. And Shikaku regenerates it because he's sand. And he makes a clone to take Sasuke away from here. And Naruto now is up against Shikaku, and he sees Gaara on the top laughing, and Naruto knows that Shikaku must have took over him, and he says, "I will seal Shikaku away, I'm telling you." And Naruto says, "Anyway." He starts fighting Shikaku, but gets pummeled until Naruto says, "Alright, then I'll just have to use it." And he gets out his armored Susanoo and starts fighting him. Even though the armored Susanoo can't walk, he's stuck in one spot. Naruto has the katanas and everything, but he's still not doing anything. And Naruto's like, "God damn it. Alright then, I have a plan." So he makes 100 shadow clones around both of them, and all the shadow clones threw multiple smoke bombs, a lot of a shiza ton of them, each one threw 10, so there was 1,000. And by this time, Hiruzen and Jiraiya arrived at the battlefield where Shikaku was, same as Kakashi, because the Sand Four weren't there anymore. Kakashi arrived, and the Sound Ninjas were all defeated, and now it's just Shikaku. And Asuma's taken care of the other Genin with Kurama, not Kurama, with Kuronai, the other Genin that got injured while fighting. And Kakashi, Jiraiya, and Hiruzen see that there was a lot of smoke in Naruto, and they don't understand why Naruto did this, and then they look at the Naruto Susanoo, and then he's like, "It's time!" And he screams out, and they all heard that, and the Susanoo starts building up and becomes the perfect Susanoo with a katana and with a katana and yeah, with just a katana. It's basically the like um Mother's one. Is just that his one is a bit lighter. Well, it's a different color from Mother's, but in the thumbnail it's gonna be the same color because I don't know how to change the color of Susanoo anyway. Naruto's katana is actually green now, showing a bit of respect to I'm waffling. I've lost it. I meant his one is green now to show that his eyes are Shisui's as well. And just saying, Naruto only has one of Shisui's eyes, but that's more than enough for Naruto to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. I know he doesn't have both Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. I know he doesn't have both of them, but one is more than enough for him. And the other one, I'll just say that it became an EMS. Cause why the fuck not? Anyway, I'm joking. Only one of them, but he's still able to use the perfect Susanoo, and he's like, "I'll get Danzo back for stealing my brother's eye, and I'll destroy you, Shikaku." And basically, Naruto actually has the drill as well on his back though, and so he's kind of overpowered. And what Naruto does is lets out his hand. He doesn't even use the sword or the drill. He just lets out his hand like he was about to blast someone away. You know how Goku done it to to Supreme Kai when he's like, "Don't fight Majin Vegeta." Goku's like, "You get out of the way or I'll have to kill you." Yeah, he done that, and out of his the Susanoo hand, you know, the massive needles come out that came out from Shisui's one. Those ones come out, and they actually stab Shikaku and actually stop him from moving. They actually paralyzed him, and Naruto actually walks towards Gaara, and then tells Gaara, "You don't have to worry, I'll be your friend," and then just hugs him, and Gaara cries a bit and says, "Yes, please," because he was in pain. He was in pain from Shikaku, and Naruto's like, "Alright," and pulls out Gaara and puts his hand on Gaara's seal and tightens it. Naruto knows how to do that. Don't ask me how. He just learns. And he tightens it, and Shikaku goes poofs away, and Naruto gets out his perfect Susanoo. His eye was actually his left eye was the one with the EMS, while his I'll just see his left eye was with the EMS, and his right eye was actually bleeding because he doesn't have the EMS on the right one, and he's going to start losing vision like this. And just saying, the other eye that Naruto had, he actually keeps it somewhere safe, and he doesn't want to give it to anyone. He might give it to Sasuke for him to awaken the EMS. Don't ask me how. Shut up. Anyway, Naruto actually won, and the smoke disappeared as soon as Naruto has a Gaara on his back, and he's walking back, and then he notices all of them, and he's like, "Oh, god damn it, I showed too much." And they're like, "Naruto, you have a ton of explaining to do. We all knew you had the Susanoo, but so Kakashi didn't. We all well, he actually did, but he did. He kinda knew that Naruto was an Uchiha, but still he didn't know he had the EMS. He knew he had the Susanoo, but not the EMS. And no, I'm joking. He didn't know. Only Hiruzen and Jiraiya knew, but they didn't know he had the perfect Susanoo. And they see that one of his eyes bleeding, and he has a different pattern from the other one. And they're like, "What happened to the other eye?" And Naruto explains on the way, and Hiruzen's like, that damn not Danzo." That was a kind of a tongue twister. That damn Danzo. Yeah, whatever. We'll get him back for this, Naruto. Don't worry. And Naruto's like, "Yeah, I'm going to get him back for sure." And Naruto then tells him that he was already planning on taking Danzo's eye anyway, soon enough. And Naruto actually goes to the hospital and gets healed up a bit. And Danzo actually comes in with the Leaf Elders and Hiruzen to actually congratulate him for stopping the to stop from stopping Shikaku from destroying the village. The elders were actually happy with Naruto. Danzo gave him a fake smirk, a smile, and Hiruzen is like, "Alright, Danzo, can we speak to you in private? Please leave, elders. You may leave now. Naruto has something to ask Danzo in private." And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And they leave. That's when Naruto stood up and says, "Danzo, you know, I know what happened to Shisui, right? In fact, I have one of his eyes on my left side. I wonder what happened to the right one. Definitely not you having it." And literally rips off Danzo's bandages and pulls out the eye, and then says, "Alright, I got my brother's eye again." And then literally he puts it in a little container, you know, the containers that Itachi had. And Naruto's like, "I won't tell the Leaf Elders or I won't kill you, but you have committed a great sin towards my brother's eye. I will kill you one day, I'm telling you." And Danzo's like, "You give that back, damn brat." And then Danzo feels a hand on his shoulder and looks at Hiruzen, and Hiruzen is glaring at him with the killer intent. And Danzo knows that if he makes a single bad move now, he will get killed by someone who has the EMS, the third Hokage, and the third Hokage has pretty much Tsunade and Jiraiya. He will not stand a chance against them, and he knows that Itachi would actually come back just to kill him if push comes to shove. And yeah, so he's like, "Oh, luckily I have another Sharingan." So he just walks off and says, "You damn brat, you'll pay for this." And he goes off, and Naruto's happy, and he's like, "Alright, Father Hokage, I don't think you want to see this, right?" And the third is like, "It's fine." And that's when Jiraiya pops out, poofs in, and Naruto just took his eye out and put the Shisui's eye, and he turned into the EMS, and then he puts his one in a container and seals away somewhere safe with the other one. And Jiraiya saw all of this, and he's like, "Naruto, you know you should have an eye transplant for that, right?" And Naruto's like, "It's fine. I have mastered a bit of the Kyuubi's chakra, just up to like 2 tails, so it's fine." And he actually healed, and the Kyuubi is actually really impressed by Naruto, how resilient he's gotten, and that he's pretty cold-blooded too, and he kind of likes that side of Naruto. And then while this was all happening, Itachi actually came back to the village to check up on it and wanted to see his little brother. He actually saw him around the village, but he couldn't do nothing. And while that was happening, Itachi, Kuronai, and Asuma actually did find out who that Itachi was in the village, and they did try to beat him. Kuronai tried to put Itachi in a genjutsu. Like, that's ever gonna work. Oh, bro, even as a kid, I was laughing at this. I'm like, fam, he's an Uchiha. He has the Sharingan. You think you can put him in a genjutsu? Are you mad? I was actually laughing at it. And bro, hey, you gotta rate her. She tried, but she failed. She was like the Sakura of the group. Just saying, I hate Danzo more than Sakura in part 1. So don't at me. And I don't know why all of you hate Sakura, because if you look into her character, she did a lot for Naruto, and she did a lot for everyone in the village, if you think of it. And it was a lot. Just saying, it was a lot. She did a lot of things, and they actually helped out. Like, Sakura was the one who saved Chio, who saved Gaara, whose Gaara saved Naruto. So technically, Sakura saved the whole entire Shinobi Alliance. And if Sakura wasn't there to heal Naruto after him running out of chakra, I don't know how he was going to get back up and go fight on his own without any Kyuubi chakra cloak, and without the Shinobi Alliance having the Kurama chakra cloak as well, and against the Ten Tails. So I don't know why you guys are all hating on Sakura. Come on, guys, just look into her character. She's actually a good character over time. Maybe she was kind of a prick, a stupid bitch. I'm sorry for swearing, a stupid bitch in the 5 Kage Summit arc, but still, you have to understand, there are times where everyone's useless. Even though she's probably useless most of the times, still, she helped out a lot. And look how many lives she saved in the 4th Great Ninja War. And also, when she's older, she has cake. And she's a sick healer. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Please take care, stay safe. Also, subscribe to Retreat Miniman and Miniman123. Join my Discord server. Link in the description below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All links in the description below. Even the other two YouTubers. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed this part. I really enjoyed making it, especially because I haven't made it like in a week or two. Anyways, this was the King of Weebs here, and peace.